Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Scary Stories and today I'm going to tell you another very scary stories. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. So, it was a Valentine's Day night. My mom and my dad went on a date for Valentine's Day. I had no girlfriend, so I was home alone. When I was online on this website that I could read creepypastas. I was reading some creepypastas, and I was kind of scared. I was reading Squidward's suicide and all those kinds of creepypastas. I've never, ever watched or read any creepypastas after this. A lot of you might think this is BS, but why don't you try to stay home on Valentine's Day night at 3:33 p.m. on a cold day or night. Okay. So I was home alone reading some creepypastas when I started getting this feeling. I felt like I was being watched. I've never felt this feeling before, so it was kind of strange. So, at first, I didn't think I was being watched. I thought I left something on and I needed to turn it off or something. But, like, about 2 minutes after my parents left, I was reading creepypastas. I drank a lot of water, so I needed to go pee. When I went to the bathroom, when I looked in the mirror to wash my hands, I remembered me, my friends, when we did the Bloody Mary challenge. I didn't really think much of it. That was a little while ago. But I've always been scared of mirrors, even though nothing happened. Like, it's just, But when I went by my mirror to wash my hands, because the sink was by the mirror, I saw this weird little tiny light. It was in my reflection, so it was obviously behind me. I turned around and it wasn't there. And when I looked back in the mirror, when I turned around and looked back at the mirror, I fell back in shock and wow. When you say, if you're one of those people that, oh, I'm not scared of nothing, you would be scared. If this bloody ghost looking woman popped up in your mirror, you would get scared. I fell back, hit my head on the sink, because there's two sinks, one in front of a mirror and one behind the other sink, so they were facing each other. But anyway, when I hit my head, I must have hit it hard because I was seeing dizzy. I was seeing pretty fuzzy and it looked dizzy. but I can still see a little bit. She looked like the Grudge. It looked like the Grudge because she was crawling out the mirror. I didn't know what to do. I was dazed. I was laying on the ground rubbing my head. When I looked at my hand, it was bloody. That's at that moment when I heard the door open and close. My mom said, "We're here." I don't know how I got back. I don't know how I got my legs, but when I did, I ran as fast as I could downstairs. They thought Robert was in the house when I was trying to explain it was Bloody Mary. They didn't believe me. They thought it was a prank at first. But when my mom, the next morning when my mom went in the bathroom to brush her teeth, she said she saw Bloody Mary smiling. I've never, ever tried to look in a mirror ever again after this happened. This was story number 1. Story number 2. It was around the 5th period. I was ready to go home. School ended at 3:30. It was 3:30. Excuse me. I mean, it was around 3:29. I was one more minute and we could leave. One more minute later, the bell rings. I get my backpack. I run out the front door of the school when this girl asked me to be her Valentine. She was pretty cute. I said sure. That's when I went home, I've been getting weird text messages from an unknown number. I didn't even think, it didn't cross my mind that it was that girl because I didn't give her my number. I wouldn't even think she would know my number. But I found out the hard way. Two days of getting strange text messages like, I can see you, I can hear you breathing, things like that. Weird, in my opinion. But anyway. About 2 days after, when I went back to school, because I felt sick one day, so I had to miss 2 days before I could go back to school. I don't know why I felt sick. It even crossed my mind that it was that situation, but I found out the hard way after, again. So, when I went back to school, the girl walked up to me. I didn't even know her name. I only said sure, people, because she was one of those weird girls that would go crazy if somebody said no of anything. So that's why I said yeah. So anyway, she asked me for my number. I was like, I don't even know you that much. Why would I give you my number? She said never mind and just walked away. I thought that was pretty weird. So, when I went the first hour, my first hour was drama. I love drama, by the way. She was even in my drama class. But She was in the drama class, just sitting in one of the desks in the classroom. I even asked the teacher why she was in there because the desk that she was sitting at was like right by the teacher's desk, so she would probably hear. So anyway, after drama class period ended, I kind of ran out the door. This is where it starts getting creepy. When I ran out the door, one of her friends stopped me before I could go to the boys' bathroom because I was gonna pee. She was like, her name was Jamaica. She said, "You're probably gonna die in 7 days." I didn't even get to say what before she ran off. I was dumbfounded. I didn't know what that meant. It was strange. I was kind of scared. And I almost died in 7 days. I can tell you that. And I would have died if I didn't have a cell phone. I would have probably died. So anyway, when 7 days passed, 7.5 days, because in the middle of the night, I was asleep when I was woken up by the feeling of getting lifted up off my bed and slammed into something. I fell off it felt like I landed on the floor. And I did because the stranger said, "Oh shoot, he fell on the floor, is he okay?" One of them said yes. I heard the door open. I felt the cold air as I heard the door close again. And then I was pushed into the back or the front, I don't know, of the car. And I heard the door shut. And about 2 hours later, it was a long drive. About 2 hours later, I arrived at the weird girl's house. People, this is a crazy story. When I woke up, there was a black something over my eyes. When someone lifted it up, I could see the girl in front of me. She had a knife to my neck. She said, "I know you like another girl," and slit my throat. And then after that, she just walked out her room, closed the door. I don't know where she went. As I was bleeding out, I called the police on my phone because I had it in my pocket. I fell asleep. When I woke up in the hospital bed, alive.